Hello again. So glad you came back for your next reading lesson. This is Mr. James with lesson 3. We're going to be reading once again our Explorers, Triumph, and Troubles book. Make sure you have your book and your packet with you so that you can be following along in the text and prepared to answer those questions that are going to come up at the end. Remember, our enduring understanding is learners understand that explorers have had both positive and negative effects on societies. That fits in directly with the idea that there are triumphs and troubles in each of the sections of the text that we are reading, and that our essential question is how do readers quote accurately from a text when comparing and contrasting themes and topics. So we want to make sure that you are not only quoting accurately from the text, but if you are paraphrasing instead, that you are being accurate when you are giving your synopsis of what happened or your summary in your own words. Today's objective is I can explain and identify reasons and evidence. So we want to make sure that we're providing evidence to support any reasons that we have, which means facts from the text. We're going to read pages 12 through 15 today. Go ahead and get your book open to page 12. And today I'm going to have the text read aloud to you by the system. As you can tell based on the top of the page here, this section up here is about the Americas. So that's where this particular explorer was exploring. And it is about Cortez and the Aztecs. Please follow along in your text.
Cortez and the Aztecs. In 1504, at the age of 18, Hernan Cortez traveled to the New World from Spain. Like many Spaniards who went to the New World, Cortez was a conquistador. This word comes from the Spanish word for conqueror. The conquistadors did not aim to become peaceful farmers. They went to find riches, and they weren't afraid to fight for them. These riches were sometimes gold or silver or valuable lands, which they took from the people they conquered. The conquistadors quickly took over the largest Caribbean islands, killing or enslaving local people. Their next step was to take over the mainland of Mexico. Cortez on the mainland. In 1519, Cortez led the first conquistador expedition to Mexico in search of riches. With him were about 600 well-armed Spaniards. Cortez soon heard stories about the huge, powerful Aztec Empire. The Aztec temples were said to be full of gold. On hearing this, Cortez decided to head for Tenochtitlan, the Aztec capital city, to find his fortune. Taking sides. On their journey to Tenochtitlan, the conquistadors fought battles with the people whose lands they were crossing. Among them were the Tlaxcalans, who fought very hard and almost defeated the conquistadors. However, the Tlaxcalan leaders then decided to join the Spanish conquistadors. Together, they made a large and powerful army to fight the Aztecs. Cortez reaches Tenochtitlan. When the joined forces of the conquistadors and the Tlaxcalans reached Tenochtitlan, the Aztec emperor Montezuma was not eager to meet them. He sent them gifts of gold, hoping this would make the Spanish go away. But the sight of gold only made the conquistadors more determined to gain riches. Finally, Montezuma could no longer hold the Spanish back, so he welcomed them to Tenochtitlan. Badly behaved guests. Cortez was technically Montezuma's guest, but he was a very badly behaved one. He soon took Montezuma prisoner. This was a normal tactic for conquistadors, who often captured local leaders and then forced them to rule as they wanted. Cortez had to leave Tenochtitlan in April 1520 to fight off a rival group of conquistadors who also wanted to rule Tenochtitlan. While he was gone, a member of his army killed a large group of Aztec nobles. This caused the Aztecs to fight back, and the conquistadors had to flee. What do you think? Should Cortez have attacked the Aztec Empire? The Aztecs built their empire by attacking and conquering other people. So was Cortez only doing to the Aztecs what they had done to others? The capture of Tenochtitlan. After fleeing, the conquistadors and the Tlaxcalans soon returned. They surrounded Tenochtitlan, and in August 1521, it was captured from the Aztecs. The huge Aztec Empire became part of New Spain, and although many local rulers were left in place, the Spanish were in control. The gold, silver, and other wealth of the Aztecs now belonged to the Spanish. By August 1521, Cortez and his conquistadors had defeated the Aztec Empire.
So just like we've done in other sections, at the end there is an opinion here on whether this was a triumph or trouble.
Triumph. Cortez was a bold adventurer and a great leader. The gold and silver he got from Mexico made Spain rich and powerful, and once they had conquered the Aztec Empire, the Spanish left many local rulers in place. Or trouble. Cortez was a ruthless, cruel man and was only interested in making himself rich. The Aztec Empire's wealth was taken back to Spain, leaving the local people with very little. Local leaders were controlled by the Spanish and could not make their own decisions.
So with all that, you get to decide whether this was a triumph or trouble. Make sure that you are referencing the text as you answer those close reading questions, and I will hopefully see you soon for your writing and vocabulary lesson.